Earlier on today, Paul Heyman was talking about Brock Lesnar and that you can't cancel him. Well, right here, right now, we're going to be going through pretty much the entire interview that he did with their jobber, Ari Alawani, or Ari Alawani, whatever you want to call him, right? And there's just so many like ridiculous takes for Paul Heyman that it's crazy to think that this guy's like considered like a smart mind in the business. Like, and I'm not saying Paul Heyman's not had like his fair share of ideas and he's had some good moments that he's created, right? But I do believe he is one of the more overrated guys. Like, why is Paul Heyman looked at so fondly, like compared to others? I mean, this is the guy that literally didn't pay his workers. It's it's actually insane. Like, if you asked the average wrestling fan 2025, like who treated their employees more unfairly, like McMahon or Paul Heyman, people would like overwhelmingly say McMahon. It's mental, but Paul Heyman says that the Emmy Award should be ashamed of themselves for not recognising Roman Reigns' performances as the tribal chief character. And I quote, Joe Noah's portrayal of the tribal chief Roman Reigns was the most compelling villain on television. Right, folks, there is a lot of television that's taken place over the last 5 years. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I've watched every TV show and it's great, right? But in terms of the shows that I've watched The Penguin, I've watched House of the Dragon, I've watched Better Call Saul, um, Dexter New Blood. I mean, what other TV shows is there? Point is, there's loads of TV shows, right? To even suggest that this Joe Noah, right, could be the most compelling villain on television is fucking ridiculous, man. It is absolutely ridiculous. The guy came out to his 10-minute entrance. Paul Heyman would lift up the belts. The Usos would stand there like spare parts. He would move his jaw around and say, "Acknowledge me." How is that like one of the most compelling villains on television? It's just not. You know what I mean? One of the most compelling villains on television from a WWE perspective is like a Vince McMahon back in the day, man. The demonic owner of the company, the chairman of the board, the evil bastard, right? Kane in 2003 when he unmasked, Kane in 97, 98 when he first comes in. They're villains that could win BAFTAs, Emmys, that sort of shit. Not fucking Joe Noah. Joe Noah, man. He needs to have a word with himself, Paul Heyman, because he's spewing shit like this. It's pathetic. Actually is. But anyway, we'll move on to Wrestle Talks or talking a wee bit more. Paul Heyman on Travis Scott apparently following it with WWE. And I quote, I don't know if he's done. Any meeting that I was in with Travis Scott, we got along fine. Have I heard things? I have. Do I know the accuracy of it? Haven't heard Travis's version of it. End of quote. So, yeah, looks like WWE following it with Travis Scott is very, very real. What's this? MJF seemingly being removed from Hurt Syndicate. He might need some backup of his own to help combat the group. See that, man? Who's honestly sitting here, right, in August of 2025, wanting MJF to team up with FTR? Just three-lettered fucking jobbers all around, man. Honestly, don't want it, don't need it. Tell you what. See Wrestle Talk, how much stuff do they post? Look at this, like every 2 seconds, man. Do I see something under? Cody Rhodes is revealed who's the modern Undertaker. Yeah, he said it's Randy Orton or Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins being the modern Undertaker, man. Undertaker's not even dead yet, but he'd be turning in his grave at the thought of that, because that is absolutely rank rotten. Right. Uh, Guys, have I just fucking read that? What is that right in front of me? No, what is that? Is Paul Heyman lost the plot? Paul Heyman compares the rise of Karrion Kross to Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's not just the internet, it's the internet. It's the live crowd. It's the people that buy merchandise. He's a tremendous performer. And what an act he has with Charlotte. What a load of, or Scarlett even. What a load of shite. Here, it's funny. He says it's not just the internet, it's the internet. Oh, yeah. That's how I that would be like in court being like, here, the only proof, that's not the only proof I've have. OJ Simpson, it's not the only proof I've have with the gloves not fitting, and then as soon as you say that the glove's not fitting, it's like, no, mate, you need to offer something fucking else other than saying the internet. How can you say it's not just the internet? Then your first thing after it be it's the internet. I mean, what are people saying to that, man? Honestly, why is Ariel acting like such a shell? This hurts my head. Cross 317. Jameson King shit. There might be hope for them staying if Paul is talking them up. No way. Cross is being compared to Stone Cold. Cross, TikTok versus Austin 316, really. I don't get the comparison or see similarities at all. You, me too. Why is he lying? Wong. Okay, we actually got on. This is a very funny clip. It's all part of the show. Right. You know what I think? See Stone Cold Steve Austin, folks, right? This is a guy that is literally one of the, I mean, by God, I mean, I don't even need to talk about the guy's credentials, right? Because it'd be an insult. But, the biggest star of the 90s, he is bang, Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Attitude Era, right? He is on Mount Rushmore, no two ways about it. I love Stone Cold Steve Austin, he's my favourite, right? Him and Hogan, right at the fucking top. I think my co-host said it best. Hogan is the biggest star wrestling's created. Well, maybe Austin is the biggest star that WWE's created, if that makes a lot of sense. But, like, Karrion Kross, folks, is the same guy a few months ago that turned around and said after that match at Night of Champions, like, oh, we're so proud to get to this point. You know what I mean? Like, him and his wife were a part of a match where he lost to Sami Zayn. You know what I mean? Fucking a match against Sami Zayn in Saudi Arabia, of all places. Creaming his pants, man. Something tells me Stone Cold Steve Austin losing against fucking Savio Vega wouldn't have had him taken to the newspaper back in 1996 bragging about it. That is ridiculous. This is what he said about long-term meetings with creative, and I quote, long-term meetings I'm in when we start talking about next year's Mania, or the year after Mania, or the year after that Mania. When we start planning things out, I go to those meetings. I'm not supposed to go to the weekly grind like the other writers who deserve a ton of credit. They're exposed to that weekly grind. I'm not exposed to that. So Paul Heyman doesn't do weekly. He does yearly. So, I mean, he's talking about what? WrestleMania 44, WrestleMania 45. Do they fuck plan that far ahead? They don't. It's absolute lies to even suggest that they do, folks. I mean, that is a ridiculous take. A ridiculous take. I mean, okay, bear in mind, it's not as ridiculous as that take about comparing it to, I mean, what the fuck? Honestly, Karrion Kross is a jobber. There is no right. I mean, what? Who can Karrion Kross honestly be compared to? I mean, you couldn't even compare the guy to like a Daniel Bryan, who went from like being a member of the Wyatt family to we're shoehorning them in the main event because all these fans want him in there. Conor the Crusher want him in there because that would be fucking lies against Daniel Bryan. So to compare him to Austin's actually sick, man, brutally sick.